Hey, I just woke up after a pretty rough night. I'm trying to decide if I should go to see a doctor today. I think I probably should. The problem is that I can't, I'm having difficulty hearing out of my left ear. And I think it's a sinus thing, but it's like half of my head. At night, the pressure on my eye is just so intense that I have this excruciating headache that makes it difficult to sleep. And I can't hear out of my left ear that well. So I'm suspecting I probably need antibiotics to clear it up. But, and it's been 3 nights going now, and it seems just to be getting worse in terms of, I'm sure there's probably some like fluid buildup in my ear. You know, the difficulty is going to a doctor in a different country. I had a great experience doing that in Thailand, but I haven't done it in Cambodia, so we'll see. I need to figure out the kind of protocol and where best to go, and I don't want to be sitting in like a lobby all day long just waiting to find out what I need. I'd rather go someplace and pay to just get it taken care of. So, I mean, that I guess is the trade-off, but trying to find the right place where you get good care, but also efficient care. So anyways, here we go. I guess today's the day I'm supposed to get my passport back. So I'd like to get that back before I actually go to some medical doctor, and I don't know, it's all a pain in the ass. But so we'll see how that goes. All right, guess I'm gonna go to the clinic and see what can be done. Hey, so I'm done with the doctor's appointment. There really wasn't a conclusive diagnosis, but it was a really thorough workup. So he did do an endoscopy. Wasn't pleasant. It took like both nostrils looking in. He did both ears. Lots of photos of everything so that I could look at it. And he couldn't find anything definitive. He found like a couple of pockets of irritation. He gave me medicine, just in case it's a little, unless there's something that's inflamed. It's an anti-inflammatory, and he gave me a couple other things too. But he spent, I think it was like 35 to 40 minutes just going over everything with me very clearly. There was no rush to get out of there. In fact, I was feeling like, okay, I think we could wrap this up now. Because he wanted to make sure that I understood everything. He repeated things for me. Kind of like, here's the next step if this doesn't work. He's like, but I don't, the ears are clear. I would have bet money that I had fluid in my ears just because I have a long history of that. Apparently not, and I could even see that that's not what it was. So all of that, it was basically a walk-in to see a specialist. The specialist spent about 40 minutes with me. He would have spent more time if I had more questions, if I had any questions, really. So 40 minutes with a specialist, with the medication. They give you the medication on the spot. All of that was $50, which out of pocket, that's crazy. In the US, If I haven't met my deductible and I go to a walk-in clinic, I think it's $120 now. And that's for somebody who's not a specialist. $50 to see a specialist at a clinic that specializes in ENT. And I had to wait. I had a couple of hours. I couldn't get a hold of them in advance, so it wasn't easy to set up an appointment. Totally my fault. I still don't have a good setup for making local calls right now, so that's on me. I just kind of winged it, came out here, hoped that I could see somebody, and I could. I had to wait around for about 3.5, 4 hours, but yeah, that's my medical experience. My guess is this is something that's going to pass in a couple of days. I think what happened was that I had food poisoning a few days ago, which really, I ended up having a fever to fight off the food poisoning. I think that just kind of threw things out of whack. I think it may have inflamed something that just created several different issues. But, for peace of mind, I wanted to go see this guy. And if it doesn't go away in a few days, I've got a course of action now. That's the other thing, too, about the United States is that if you want to see a specialist, sometimes you have to wait weeks, months. I have really good insurance back home. And on rare occasions, and it's usually because there's a cancellation of some kind, I can kind of squeak in and see a specialist. Usually it's at least 6 weeks, 2 months, 2.5 months. All right, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.